Did you know a single spy's cunning act changed the course of World War I? Well, this story will blow your mind. In the tumultuous times of World War I, the fate of empires hung in the balance. Behind the scenes, information was power, and espionage became one of the most critical elements for victory. But among the many spies who dotted the secretive landscape, there was one whose audacious brilliance stands out, yet, shockingly, remains largely forgotten. His name was Paul Voigt, an enigmatic figure operating under deep cover. Paul was embedded in the heart of one of the most fortified and secure locations of the time, the German High Command headquarters in occupied Belgium. It was here, amidst whispers and shadows, that history was on the cusp of being rewritten. His mission was to gather critical intelligence that could tip the balance of the war in favor of the Allies. Paul Voigt was not your typical spy. He wasn't born into a world of secrets and shadows. Instead, he had an ordinary upbringing, showing little sign of the daring feats he would later accomplish. From his early years, Paul was fascinated with puzzles, his mind sharp and unrelenting. These very skills would become his arsenal in the game of espionage. His journey into espionage began with a series of chance encounters and serendipitous events during the early days of the war. Initially, he worked in logistics, a role that gave him an extensive understanding of supply chains and communication networks. It was during this time that his potential as a spy was identified. His supervisors noticed his knack for deciphering complex problems, and soon, Paul was recruited into the intelligence services. Voigt's motivation was clear: end the war quickly and save countless lives. He was driven by a profound sense of responsibility and the belief that knowledge could be a formidable weapon, one that might bring about a swift resolution to the bloody conflict. Paul infiltrated the headquarters by posing as a clerk, a role that seemed menial but was of utmost strategic value. Amidst troves of documents, Paul gained invaluable insights into German military plans. Despite the constant risk of exposure and the severe consequences that would follow, he remained undeterred. His breakthrough came with Operation Alberich, a strategic German withdrawal to create a more resilient defense line. Paul uncovered detailed plans of the operation, a game-changing piece of intelligence that he knew had the power to alter the Allies' strategies significantly. Working through nights and under immense pressure, Paul meticulously copied documents, his every move calculated and deliberate. The challenge was not just in acquiring the information, but in finding a way to transmit these secrets without detection. This is where Paul's genius truly shone. He devised a method disguised as correspondence between civilians, embedding messages in seemingly innocuous letters. The letters, once decoded, would reveal vital details about German troop movements and strategies. As tension reached its peak, Paul faced his greatest challenge yet. The fear of capture was ever present, and each passing day increased the risk. But Paul's sense of duty was unwavering. With every peal of the typewriter, every stroke of ink on paper, he was stitching the fabric of an alternative history. Finally, after weeks of executing his perilous mission, the intelligence reached its destination, Allied command. The impact was immediate and profound. Armed with this new knowledge, the Allies could anticipate and counter German maneuvers, turning potential disasters into victories. Voigt's actions played a pivotal role in shifting the dynamics of war. His story is not just one of bravery and cunning, but of the transformative power of intelligence. It serves as a testament to the hidden hands that shaped the course of history. After the war, Paul Voigt slipped back into anonymity, his contributions mostly unsung in the annals of history. Yet, his legacy lives quietly within the countless lives spared and the eventual victory secured. So next time you ponder the outcome of World War I, remember that behind the grandiose battlefields and leaders was a spy whose solitary mission altered history's path. This is why uncovering such hidden histories can offer us not just insight, but inspiration in the power of one to effect change. In a world shaped by so many forgotten heroes, who knows what other hidden gems of history await uncovering?